Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. These are the words of Johann Goethe. With this quote, let's enter into today's topic. Rheum palmatum. Rheum palmatum is a drug in our materia medica. It's prepared from a plant called rhubarb. Its common name is also rhubarb. It belongs to the family Polygonaceae, and the prover is our great master, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. The Rheum state in the materia medica falls between magnesium carbonicum and chamomilla, and alternate between the feeling of madcap, which is that of being an orphan who demands nothing and can do with very little food and sleep, and that of chamomilla, extremely demanding, irritable, and violent, seeking immediate attention.
Rheum is useful for the children whose parents leave the child and go to work. While they are away, the child is like an orphan. He is non-demanding and will develop the symptoms like indifference, that is to everything, and they will be having aversion to playing with children. They will be constantly weeping and screaming and demanding. These are the common features that we can see in case of Rheum child. That's why the child is just like an orphan. Orphan means it will not get everything and anything. For everything and anything, they must have to demand for. The Rheum child's nature is always for demanding for everything. The main adaptability of Rheum is for sucklings, children during dentition, pregnant women, and nursing women. The first and most important symptom that we have to understand regarding Rheum is soreness. Because if a patient comes to us, also the most important thing that we have to note will be the soreness. The child will be coming to us, will be brought in front of us. We will be having a offensive smell coming from the child. So soreness in everything, that is the most important characteristic of Rheum. Soreness of taste, vomits, stools, sweat. Sweat will be totally sore. Breath, and the child smells so. Soreness of all discharges. So smell of the body remains even after washing. That's what I am telling you. When a child is brought to you, we can feel the child. The soreness can be felt by the doctor. So much of sore child. Soreness means Rheum. That is the most important identical thing regarding Rheum. The next symptom, which is corresponding almost we can see in case of chamomilla, senna, and in Rheum. The symptom is nothing but when something is being offered, these children wants this and that. When they are offered, they petulantly rejects it out. In case of Rheum, the Rheum also desires many things and cries for it. And once it gets it, after a period of time, when it becomes bored on that, it will throw away. That is the peculiarity of Rheum comparing with the other drugs. The other drugs are also demanding and will cry for it. Then regarding Rheum, once they are tired of it, it starts to scream and irritates everyone. And if you consider the sleep of these children also, they recursively very little sleep, and they don't need much amount of food also. That's why it is called for mainly indicated for orphan children, because these orphan children will not get so much of food or something like that. So I don't go not go into that things. Now we will come back to the other symptoms. Restlessness with weeping is the next most predominant symptom of Rheum. Then other symptoms are, one is sweat or perspiration of Rheum, which is very significant. Why? Because it will be having a hairy head with severe sweat. The sweat will be totally wetting the child. If we just touch the head of the child, we can feel the wetness in that one. The sweats will be cold in nature, and we can see also there is another peculiarity of Rheum is that the distribution of sweat is very important in case of Rheum. If you see the person, we can see the sweat will be distributed around. That will be especially around the mouth and nose and on the upper lip. forehead, and wrinkling of the face will be there, especially forehead. There will be wrinkling will be there. Then eyes will be constantly twitching. These are the identical things that can found in a Rheum child or a Rheum personality. Then they are having sight or vision problems. Once they are steadily looking at something for a long time, simultaneously they will develop a sort of convulsive twitching of their eyelids. The next symptom is regarding the gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal system is one of the most important system of Rheum. Colicky children who always screaming and crying because due to the gastric discomforts, they will be crying, screaming, especially these complaints seen in case of children who are having the dentition beginning of their dentitions, and these children will be having severe colicky pains in their abdomen, and they will be crying and screaming for long. And better by doubling up, worse uncovering any part. That is very significant. These children will be brought to us by just wrapping out. The child will be totally wrapped out because the child is having ameliorated by wrapping is one of the key symptoms of Rheum. And they are worse by eating unripe fruits and in the evenings. Then dentitional diarrhea or diarrheal disorders are the next major area of Rheum. I already told you, Rheum is having main action, especially on the gastrointestinal tract. In the gastrointestinal tract, the diarrhea in children who are having their teething initially, and also for the persons who are having dental abscesses, dental caries, along with that, if they develop diarrhea, we can give Rheum. That's why the symptom is dentitional diarrhea. The nature of stools of Rheum is also very peculiar. It is slimy, whitish, turn green on the diaper, and a sore smell. Already I had told you, soreness is regarding everything. Sore regarding the stool also, soreness is there. Then while passing through a stool, they will be having shivering. So shivering with stools is the next symptom of Rheum. And regarding Rheum, the pain, discomfort, all the complaints are aggravated before, during, and after stools. It will not relieved by after stools. It will be persisting before, during, and after. Then colic of abdomen, which is aggravated uncovering with the sore stools, not ameliorated by stools, that I already told you, before, during, after stools, all aggravations. Ameliorated by diarrhea, diarrhea only during active exercises. That I will tell you, the child will, or the person will be continuously doing works, last end up in diarrhea. Rheum is the indicated drug. The child will be screaming, crying. They will be doing all the nasty things. They'll be running about, all the things. Last ends with diarrhea. That means Rheum is the indicated drug. Then there is another symptom, jaundice from eating unripe fruits and with a white diarrhea. Then we can go to the genitourinary system of Rheum. Burning in the bladder and kidney before and during urination is another symptom of Rheum. And unsuccessful urging to urinate before stool. Urinary complaints after abortion. If a lady who comes to you with the urinary troubles after an abortion, the drug indicated is Rheum. Now we will go for the aggravation and ameliorating factors of Rheum. Worse by during dentition. I already told you, during dentition, dentitional diarrheas, all the complaints associated with the dentition. Then if it is with the chamomilla, the convulsions during the dentition is the main factor. Then eating. In chamomilla, eating all the things which is unnatural, this and that, diarrhea sets in, and the nature of diarrhea is very significant. It's as if spinach, offensive cadaveric odor with as if it will be having chopped spinach like greenish stools will be there in case of chamomilla. Then here in Rheum, it is having aggravation from eating plums, summer, prunes, motion, and the stool before, after, and during stools are the worst factors. Prunes means it is nothing but it is the dried plums. Then better by warmth, wrapping up, lying bent, odd positions, all they will get relief. Then we go to the main rubrics of Rheum. Ask for nothing, aversion, everything to, capriciousness, desires impatiently many things, dislikes his favorite playthings, child, impetuous, play, aversion to play in children.
Next, let's see some MCQs regarding rhubarb, which can be asked in various competitive examinations. As we have discussed earlier, the common name is rhubarb, families Polygoniaceae. Another important feature of Rheum is that sore smell of the whole body. Child smells sore even after washing or bathing. This symptom is also seen in hepatself and macaque. The next symptom is desires various kinds of food but cannot eat them, becomes repugnant. Cool sweat on face, especially about mouth and nose. This was asked during AIPGT 2018. The next one is child impatient, desires many things and cries, dislike even favorite playthings. Next one is colic, aggravation at once by uncovering an arm or leg with very sore stool, aggravated when standing, not ameliorated by stool. The complementary medicine is maca, antidotes are camphor and chamomilla. And also in the relationship section, it's given that after maca, when milk disagrees and the child has sore odor.
Now, thank you.
If you like our channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.